Best place in Boston. The Freedom Trail is a historical pathway that gives a magnificent trip through time and is located in the center of Boston, a city rich in American history. This famous trail winds through downtown Boston, connecting 16 of the most significant historic landmarks in the city. It is only 2.5 miles long, yet is overflowing with centuries of history. The Freedom Trail serves as a portal to the rich history of Boston, spanning from the serene expanse of Boston Common, the nation's oldest public park, to the vibrant Faneuil Hall Marketplace. Travelers are taken back to the turbulent times of the American Revolution, when patriots fought British soldiers and the seeds of a new nation were sown as they stroll down this sacred road. From the famous halls of Massachusetts State House to the colonial-era houses of Paul Revere and John Hancock, every step along the Freedom Trail reveals a new chapter in Boston's illustrious past. Experience the immersive and amazing Freedom Trail whether you're a history buff, an inquisitive traveler, or someone looking for a closer bond with America's beliefs. Come along with us as we go through the history of Boston, where each monument and cobblestone narrates a story of bravery, tenacity, and the unwavering quest for freedom. The following are some of the trail's highlights. 1. Boston Common, the oldest public park in America. Tucked away in the center of Boston is Boston Common, a lush haven rich with centuries of history. It was the first public park in America when it opened in 1634, demonstrating the city's lasting influence. Boston Common was once intended to be a shared area for cattle grazing, but is transformed into a well-liked urban oasis over time. Boston Common plays a unique role in the story of American independence as the beginning of the Freedom Trail. It has been the site of numerous historical occurrences and has been used for political gatherings, protests, and festivities. It became a military camp during the Revolutionary War, with soldiers camped out among its verdant stretches, mustering and drilling. Boston Common is still a beloved getaway spot for both locals and tourists today. Its expansive lawns, peaceful ponds, and stately trees provide a haven from the busy city streets. Whether taking a leisurely stroll, having a picnic with loved ones, or just taking in the atmosphere of this historic site, Boston Common is still a timeless representation of the city's spirit, community, and resiliency. 2. The State House of Massachusetts. The Massachusetts State House is a beacon of governance and history. Soaring magnificently to the summit of Beacon Hill and commanding a commanding view of Boston Common, the Massachusetts State House is a proud representation of the democratic principles and rich legacy of the state. Its recognizable golden dome, finished in 1798, shines against the skyline of the city, inviting guests to explore its sacred chambers. The State House, the administrative center of Massachusetts, invites visitors from near and far to explore its rich history and stunning architecture. Guided tours provide an understanding of the building's past, including how it influenced state laws and Charles Bulfinch's unique neoclassical architecture. Inside, guests are astounded by the Great Hall's magnificence, which is embellished with murals that portray historical events from Massachusetts. There are echoes of political discussion and decision-making coming from the Senate and House chambers. The Massachusetts State House, with its opulent facade and intricate interior, is a tribute to the timeless values of democracy and government. 3. Granary Burying Ground, a holy place of historical remembrance. The Granary Burying Ground, a somber monument to the city's rich past and the people who shaped it, is tucked away amid the busy streets of downtown Boston. Founded in 1660, this cemetery is among the oldest in Boston and is the final resting place of numerous notable individuals from the Revolutionary War era. The bones of famous people like Paul Revere, whose midnight ride sparked the Revolution, John Hancock, whose audacious signature graces the Declaration of Independence, and Samuel Adams, a fierce patriot and supporter of independence, are interred among the worn gravestones and aged trees. The Granary Burying Ground offers visitors the opportunity to travel back in time, following in the footsteps of these well-known individuals and considering their lasting contributions to American history. The past reverberates in this hallowed sanctuary, whispering tales of bravery, sacrifice, and the unwavering pursuit of freedom. 4. Paul Revere House, a view into colonial life at Paul Revere House. A historic gem that provides an insight into America's colonial past, the Paul Revere House is tucked away among the winding lanes of Boston's North End. Constructed in 1680, this modest wooden dwelling was originally the home of patriot and silversmith Paul Revere, who gained notoriety for his midnight ride, alerting people to the movements of British troops. The Paul Revere House is now a painstakingly restored museum that allows guests to travel back in time and experience life in Boston in the 18th century. Explore its charming chambers, filled with antiques and furnishings from the era, and discover more about Revere's life, career, and contributions to the American Revolution. The Paul Revere House is a moving reminder of the tenacity and inventiveness of America's founding fathers, with its worn clapboards and rustic hearths. It is evidence of the Liberty Movement's lasting spirit and the ageless appeal of Boston's rich history. 5. Old North Church. Also known as Christ Church, the Old North Church is well known for playing a crucial part in American history. Situated in Boston's North End, it rose to prominence in the midst of the Revolutionary War when its sexton, Robert Newman, used lamps suspended from its steeple to indicate the whereabouts of British soldiers. This deed started Paul Revere on his fabled midnight trip. Today, tourists can explore this historic site, taking in the exquisite architecture and considering its importance in the struggle for freedom. As a revered emblem of America's struggle for freedom and a light of patriotism, the Old North Church continues to stand. 6. West Constitution Museum and Bunker Hill Monument. Located near the Charlestown Navy Yard, these structures pay tribute to the survivors of the American Revolution's pivotal Battle of Bunker Hill. The U.S. Constitution, the oldest operational warship in the world, allows visitors to fully immerse themselves in history. They can also ascend the Bunker Hill Monument, which provides sweeping views of Boston and allows one to consider the sacrifices made by patriots during the struggle for independence. These locations are moving reminders of the everlasting spirit of America and the critical events that molded its past. 7. Faneuil Hall and Quincy Market. Since 1743, Faneuil Hall, a bustling marketplace and meeting spot, has been tucked away close to the harbor. It is still a hive of activity today, with stores, restaurants, and entertainment options. Quincy Market, which is next to Faneuil Hall and invites guests to partake in dining, shopping, and cultural activities, completes the vibrant complex. Everyone may find something to appreciate at this ancient place, from distinctive artisanal items to delicious local cuisine. As well-known symbols of Boston's dynamic culture and vivacious spirit, Faneuil Hall and Quincy Market invite both residents and visitors to experience their vibrant atmosphere and rich history. 8. Boston Tea Party Ships and Museum. Situated on the waterfront, the Boston Tea Party Ships and Museum will take you back to the crucial junctures just before the American Revolution. Visitors can experience the historical events leading up to the Boston Tea Party, a groundbreaking act of rebellion against British taxes, through interactive exhibits and live reenactments. By exploring the events and fallout from this famous demonstration, the museum offers a more profound comprehension of America's struggle for independence. For visitors of all ages, the Boston Tea Party Ships and Museum provides an engrossing look into the past with its intriguing displays and waterfront location. These are just a few of the attractions that can be found in Boston. There are also many other things to discover, such as top-notch museums, well-known districts like Beacon Hill and the North End, picturesque parks, and a bustling food scene. Boston is a popular travel destination in the U.S. because it has something to offer everyone, regardless of their interests in history, culture, cuisine, or outdoor recreation. As we conclude our exploration of the best places in Boston, we are reminded of the city's timeless allure and rich tapestry of history, culture, and innovation. From the historic cobblestone streets to the bustling waterfront, Boston beckons travelers to embark on a journey through its storied past and vibrant present. The Freedom Trail stands as a magnificent testament to Boston's pivotal role in shaping the course of American history. As we walk in the footsteps of patriots and pioneers, we are transported back in time to an era of bravery, resilience, and unwavering determination. From the iconic landmarks like Boston Common, Massachusetts State House, and Granary Burying Ground to the cultural gems of Faneuil Hall, Quincy Market, and the Paul Revere House, each site offers a glimpse into the soul of Boston and the spirit of its people. As you venture forth and explore the treasures of Boston, may you find inspiration in its storied past and joy in its vibrant present. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or an outdoor enthusiast, Boston has something for everyone to discover and enjoy. Come and experience the magic of Boston, where every corner is filled with history, culture, and the promise of adventure. From its charming neighborhoods to its world-class museums and culinary delights, Boston invites you to create lasting memories and unforgettable experiences. So pack your bags and prepare to be enchanted by the timeless charms of Boston. Whether you're strolling along the Freedom Trail or savoring a delicious meal at Quincy Market, you're sure to fall in love with this historic city and all it has to offer. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.